The moon hung heavy in the ink, black sky, casting a faint glimmer upon the desolate mansion that stood at the edge of the woods. Its windows, like vacant eyes, stared out into the abyss, and its towering spires seemed to pierce the heavens themselves. Locals spoke of it in hushed tones, calling it the House of Shadows, a place where the living dared not tread. On a chilly autumn evening, my friends and I gathered around a flickering campfire, the mansion looming behind us. As laughter and the crackling of fire filled the air, my gaze shifted to the mansion, and a daring idea took hold. "Let's spend the night inside," I suggested with a grin that betrayed a mixture of excitement and apprehension. The others exchanged uneasy glances, but curiosity got the better of them, and they agreed. With flashlights in hand, we ventured into the mansion, its interior heavy with the weight of forgotten memories. As we explored, we stumbled upon a grand hallway adorned with ornate mirrors, each one seemingly capturing a different era. One mirror, however, stood out from the rest. It was larger than the others and seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. Drawn inexplicably, I approached it cautiously. Staring into the mirror, my reflection seemed to warp, my face distorting and contorting into something unsettling. My friends watched in shock as my eyes widened, and a voice, chilling and hollow, whispered from the mirror, "Join us. Join us in the darkness," the voice murmured, sending shivers down our spines. I tore away from the mirror, my heart pounding. The group retreated from the hallway, shaken by the encounter. Our initial excitement had given way to an overwhelming sense of dread. As the night wore on, strange occurrences plagued us. Whispers echoed through the halls. Faint footsteps echoed in the distance, and eerie shadows danced along the walls. We huddled together, attempting to rationalize our fear. In an attempt to distract ourselves, we entered what appeared to be a library, its shelves lined with old tomes and dusty manuscripts. One book stood out, an ancient journal, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and chilling tales of a curse that had befallen the mansion. The journal spoke of a forbidden ritual performed by the mansion's original owner, a sorcerer seeking immortality. The ritual, however, had gone horribly wrong, trapping his soul within the mirrors that adorned the mansion. The sorcerer's voice was forever bound to the mirrors, seeking to draw others into the darkness to share his eternal torment. As we read, a cold breeze swept through the room, extinguishing our flashlights. Panic set in as we were plunged into darkness. The only source of light now the pale glow of the moon filtering through the windows. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, as if the very walls were closing in on us. Our flashlights flickered back to life, revealing our surroundings in erratic bursts. Shadows danced maniacally. The mirrors seemed to pulse with a sinister energy, and the air itself grew thick with malevolence. "Join us. Embrace the darkness," the voice from the mirror hissed, its tone laced with desperation. Terrified and desperate to escape, we fled the library, stumbling through the mansion's maze-like corridors. The mansion seemed to twist and shift, leading us in circles. The walls themselves seemed to whisper, promising escape from the eternal torment that awaited. Finally, we burst into the grand hallway once more, the pulsing mirror before us. With a surge of determination, we faced the mirror and shouted defiantly, "No, we will not join you." The mansion trembled as if in response, a furious wind whipping through the hallway. The mirrors shattered one by one, and the voice from the cursed mirror let out a wail of anguish before fading into nothingness. We stumbled out of the mansion, gasping for breath as we looked back at the now dilapidated building. The curse had been broken, but its malevolent presence still lingered in our minds. Years later, haunted by the memories of that night, I stood before a mirror in my own home. The scars of that encounter had left a lasting mark, a reminder of the darkness I'd faced. As I stared at my reflection, a faint whisper tickled the edges of my mind. Remember, we are never truly free from the darkness. And in that moment, the room grew colder. The mirror surface seemed to ripple, and my reflection grinned that sent a chill down my spine. To this day, the mansion remains a ruin, a testament to the horrors that once dwelled within. And if you ever find yourself near its decaying walls, beware the mirrors, for they hold the whispers of a malevolent force that will stop at nothing to claim your soul.